Good afternoon. Today I am coming to you from my garage gym, which is still under construction, and the topic for today's video is a product review of this 30-pound weight vest from Zelus Fitness. Full transparency, this video is sponsored by Zelus Fitness, and they did send me this vest. So I'll show you what it looks like. It's made of neoprene, and then the weight is iron sand. So that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like from the back. It's got some reflective strips. It's got a pocket if you want to put your gear in, and it's really comfortable to wear. So let me get this guy set up and I'll put it on. But essentially, it's like a heavy backpack. Now, 30 pounds is the heaviest variation. I think it starts at 6 pounds, so you can go from 6 all the way up to 30. I wanted the heaviest. 30 pounds for me is great, actually, for the stuff that I've been doing with it. And I've been using this vest now almost every day for the past week or so that I've had it. So you put it on like a backpack, right? Get your arms through, and then we have these plastic closures in the front. You got 2 of them, and then you can tighten the straps. And once it's on, it's pretty secure. The other pretty cool feature is right here. So these are elastic straps, so that way it doesn't bog you down, right? It doesn't compress your chest. Like, I still have full range of motion. I can move pretty easy, and the cool thing about this vest is it's really comfortable, right? I've been doing workouts with it, and I'll show you some of those, but I've also just been wearing it around the house, just like if my schedule's busy, I got a lot going on, I'm not training enough as I want to, I can just wear this while doing house chores for a couple hours, and it's comfortable enough that I don't feel it in any one spot. The weight is really well distributed, because I've had some weight vests that like you wear them for an hour or two sometimes, right? If you go walking with them, and then you start to feel it in a specific spot, like it'll dig into the shoulder, and then you're not really getting the full benefit of the weight vest because it's just digging into that one spot. I don't have any of that with this. I can move quite freely. The weight vest, right, you can see as I'm jumping, it moves with me a little bit, but it's not, it doesn't hold me down. It doesn't encumber me, right? If I jump with it, it moves a little bit, but it's a natural movement. Like I said, I've had other weight vests that I've just had to hold them down if I were to do jumps because of the way they moved. It wasn't in sync with my movements. But overall, yeah, this is a great weight vest. I've been using this one quite a bit, and I'll show you some of the exercises that I've been playing with. Of course, one of the main benefits of the weight vest is that any calisthenics exercise can be enhanced and made more difficult. I weigh about 170 now, so this is less than 20% of my body weight, and it's actually really good weight because I can feel the added difficulty, but I don't lose too much of the speed and quickness. So if I do just some basic jumps, right, you can see how it moves with me, but it's an organic movement with the way that the weight is distributed. These are great. I can bend my knees a little bit more when I do this. This is fantastic for jumping power, and with this amount of weight, it's perfect as well. The other thing I can play with is, these are great as little one-leg pogos. Now these go a lot slower when I have the added weight, but then when I take off the weight afterwards, I can feel that added speed, that added pop. Of course, gotta catch my breath now. Want to make it more difficult, we can do some full squat jumps. Boom. Can't jump nearly as high with the added weight, but again, with this amount of weight, I'm not sacrificing my speed, so it's kind of the best of both worlds. We can do some lunges, a little bit of bounce, boom, jump, and switch, boom, 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 boom. And then if we do some kind of slower leg workouts, I can do some horse stance, bounces. I can do some of these Cossack squats, right, with these low lunges. Fantastic without weight, but sometimes it's nice to have that little bit of extra challenge. Of course, you can also just do something more basic like air squats, which are a great exercise either way, but with a little bit more weight, feels nice. I can do some calf raises, right? Some foot-focused calf lift walks to get into that and get a little bit more resistance. And now a little bit more advanced, but also a couple exercises that I like with these. So you gotta have good knees for this one. You can do these guys, right? These little squat hops. We can do this one I borrowed from some Shaolin exercises that I saw. We go squat, horse stance, lunge. Squat, horse stance, lunge. You do a bunch of those, you're gonna feel your legs, but even more so with this guy. And then I'm trying to think, another plyometric exercise I've been doing is about 90-degree knee bend. Right, just continuous jumps. I'm catching and redirecting. Really good for legs and just overall power. But notice how when I jump, the weight vest, out of breath, the weight vest moves with me organically, and that's what I've really been enjoying about this one. Of course, we can also do some ground-based, right, basic push-ups. Can add a little bit of hop. You can do these guys, right? These push-up hops, all kind of stuff. Crawling. If you crawl back and forth with a weight vest, you'll definitely start to feel it, right? We can do rotations like this. All of that, fantastic exercises either way. It's just they all get enhanced with that added weight, right? We can do the yoga, Hindu push-ups. We can do the, what are these? The Mike Tyson push-ups. I've been enjoying these recently as well. But essentially, yeah, anything you can think of. I don't have a dip bar right now, but this is a great implement for weighted dips, which are a fantastic exercise. Eventually, if you really want to load it, you can get a weight belt, but you can get a lot of kind of juice out of the squeeze with just the weight vest as well. So the pushing exercises, right? Can't forget those. And of course, you can't forget about weighted pull-ups. Now, these are a little bit more advanced, but you can get a lot out of pull-ups with this weight vest. And as you can see, it doesn't compress me. It doesn't restrict my range of motion at all, which is fantastic. Also works for rows. I just don't have a current rowing setup. And as I mentioned, this is super comfortable just to wear around the house, right? So I'll be washing dishes. I'll be doing laundry. I'll be doing house chores and just wearing these. Also fantastic if you want to go for a walk and add a little bit more challenge to your walk. Like I mentioned, this is just super comfortable. The way the weight is distributed, the way it moves with you. I can easily wear this for a couple hours, and while I feel the weight, I don't feel the pressure of the actual weight vest. And then really the only negative that I've noticed, and this is a super minor one, sometimes, right, this kind of upper closure, if it tilts back, if the vest gets to the point where it's a little bit back like this, I can feel a tiny amount of pressure on the neck, which is not super comfortable. This happens very rarely, and it's actually a really easy fix for it. You just adjust it and that's it. But other than that, yeah, I really love this weight vest. Like I mentioned, I've been using this, I think, almost every day for the past week, and I've really been enjoying it. Oh yeah, one thing I failed to mention, it does come with this neoprene phone case with a little headphone hole that you can attach to one of the pockets. It's not something that I use personally, but it's nice that it comes with because I'm sure a lot of people will use it. So that's my review on the weight vest from Zelus Fitness. It goes from 6 to 30 pounds. This is the 30-pound. I love it. If you want to get your own, you can check out the link in the description. Other than that, thanks for watching, and let me know what else you'd like to see on the channel.